Hi everybody, it's Tom from the Reluctant Outdoorsman channel. This is the third and final part of my virtual walk from Ouaisne to the Portlet Inn. Why don't you sit back and come with Paddy the cockapoo and I on the final stretch. Today's walk started at Ouaisne on the south coast of Jersey, Channel Islands. In part 1, Paddy the cockapoo and I dragged ourselves up the steep stairway from Ouaisne to Portlet Common. And in part 2, we took in the beautiful views along the coast before heading around the loop at the end of the common. Today we walk the final stretch of the common before taking the quiet lanes around to Portlet Inn. So we're off again, and Paddy and I are walking along the path that runs up the side of Portlet Common.
Let's have a look at through the fence to Portlet. And there it is. Very fine property just at the bottom of the hill there. So we've gone from hanging over the cliffs to walking through the woods. Don't say I don't mix it up for you guys. A little bit dark in here. Wow. Is that a dog walker or somebody who has a lot of dogs? Right. This is so strange, because I have walked this walk not that long ago, and I know there is a section of Ouaisne that looks very similar to a section of Portlet with the fences running along the side, but I've now got so confused as to where I actually am. I keep thinking that when I get to the end of this street, there's going to be, well, this path, there's going to be a street that leads down to Belcrute, and of course there isn't, because we've got Portlet to go through before we get anywhere near that. So very strange. My mind plays tricks with me with directions. It's like when I'm in the car and I drive to the north of the island, I always forget the way to go to places, even places I've been several times before. I don't know what it is about the north of the island. It doesn't happen to me in other parts nearly so much as when I drive to the north. But this stretch now really gets me confused. But who cares? The fact that we don't know exactly where we are doesn't matter. We used to, when I was in the Hong Kong police, we used to have names for all different sorts of police reports, like TADO, traffic accident damage only, TAPI, traffic accident person injured, things for various assaults, but we used to quite commonly have a report of old person found wandering. And I used to be slightly bemused by this. I don't ever remember seeing that gate to that property. I used to be slightly bemused, thinking, how can these old people go out? And basically the story was they would be wandering around the streets of Hong Kong and they hadn't got a clue where they were. Obviously a bit of dementia set in. And the worrying thing is now, I think I'm an old person who hasn't been found wandering yet by the police, but who may be in a couple of days' time when I'm still going round and round in circles. Right, I know exactly where we are, because we were a bit unsure of this area when we walked from the Portlet Inn the last time. So up here to the right, we can turn right and head down towards the Portlet Inn. It's only 10:30 in the morning. Surely that's too early for a pint. Or is it? I wonder where that goes. Oh, it's a private road. Private road, so I was just about to say, I wonder where that goes. We'll have to have a look at that in the future, but we won't because it's a private road. Danger, please slow down. Children, pets and blind entrances. Thank you. Tony, Carre and residents, 5 miles an hour. I think I mentioned when I walked down the other way, this must be a private road. Although the public must have access, because that's obviously how you get to Portlet Common. But the fact that it's in such bad state of repair leads me to think that the states of Jersey aren't responsible for its upkeep. But they should be, really, because most of the people who use it are going to Portlet Common. Now you see these houses over here. We're going to do a swipe down to the right. Paddy, are you having fun? Yes, he says. Come in, Paddy. Hi. So that's a pretty nice modern place. Very nice. And those are ice plants in old buckets, and they would have been a riot of colour a couple of months ago. Don't remember seeing them, but Ice plants are great, love them. So we're heading around the corner, there's horses everywhere. La Rue Voisin. Hi. I reckon that's somebody filming. Should have really stopped and talked to him, but he seemed to be on a mission. Pine Tree Cottage. Lovely. Yeah, here we go. Looks impressive. These very modern buildings. Not sure about them. The palms. Do we like them? Or do we not? Don't know. I'm in two minds. I don't know why one of the buildings has been stained a dark brown and the others haven't. That looks a bit shoddy. It makes all of them look shoddy, unfortunately. So that's that place, Portlet Bay. And that would take us straight down to Portlet Bay. So if I was feeling really energetic, I'd walk straight down there and straight up the steps at the other end of the bay. But we've still got a long way to go, so I don't think we're going to do that. As usual, this video will be separated up into different parts. They're not all yours, are they?
Well, they are actually. So they're
Brilliant. Paddy. So, around the corner here is the Portlet Inn. It's 10:30. I think it's too early to stop, isn't it? Maybe not.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Portlet Inn, and that completes this 3-part walk, although Paddy and I are going to continue on around Noirmont and onto St. Aubins, the footage of which will be released soon as separate walks. Thank you so much for watching this one. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to make a comment, please do so. I still try to reply to each and every one of them. Hopefully, I'll see you all again soon.